Hey, it's Mike D with Martial Arts Business System, and we're going to quickly compare 2008 and 2010, some year-over-year price increases and some price decreases for certain consumer products. So it's very eye-opening. Want to show you these real quick, and then let's go into the takeaways for your school. All right, so these things have gone up. All right, Toyota Camry, 2008 price 20,600, 2010 price 21,275. Pair of jeans, 2008, 44.50. 2010 price, 54.50. McDonald's Big Mac, yum, 297 in 2008 on average, and this is the U.S. and U.S. dollars. And 2010, $3.20. Now, before I get to things that have decreased, I don't want to go into an inflation lesson or even a political discussion with you. But if when you pay attention to industrialized countries, capitalist countries, and I'm a capitalist as you are as well. But one problem we have is that it's in countries that have central banks like the U.S. has the Federal Reserve. They determine whether they can print more money and increase the money supply. Unfortunately, when they print more money, what happens is we get inflation, as you see here, prices that go up. Now, of course, deflation is bad too, and we'll talk about that. Here's something that has deflated, the big one. Well, unleaded gasoline, but look at this one here. Price of a single family home, 172 in 2010, 198 in 2008, and then of course gasoline, which is back on the rise. But anyway, let's pull a blank screen here because I want to talk to you real quick. What are the takeaways? Well, let's look at this. Let's look at it this way. When it comes to increasing your prices and staying steady, with the fact that other things have gone up and your costs are rising. Maybe your real estate costs aren't rising, but other costs are rising, uniforms, printing, and things like that. Well, you got to make sure your marketing is able to justify the value. Okay, so you got to really hone in on your marketing messages. That's why everything that we put out for our members really hones in and doesn't and pays careful attention to the message that goes into it and the offers and things like that. So that's number one, is really get your marketing message down. And number two is have a system in place. The more detailed your system is, the more little things you pay attention to, the upfront process of enrolling somebody, the higher you can charge and more value you could put on your lessons. Same thing goes with your back end, of course. You're keeping students and justifying your premium price every month, but also upgrading, be able to charge more money for your upgrade as well. The key thing to remember is that your knowledge hopefully increases every year, every day, really. And that enables you to give more back. And that's just one simple justification of why your prices can go up and why you could be worth more. And then you eventually get to a point where you keep your costs under control. Hopefully you don't fall victim to inflation, and you're able to obviously make a decent living. And that's how obviously, us small people in business, make it, right? So anyway, but the other thing too, this one is big. And this is why, obviously your marketing and your value proposition is really important because unfortunately, the average consumer out there, they feel this one, the value of their home, and when someone's home value decreases, they almost feel, less wealthy. They feel broke. They even have this poverty consciousness when they see that they owe more than their home is worth, and there's a lot of people in that position, right? So, a couple things to take away from that. You have to give those people obviously a big value proposition to get them to part with their money. So you gotta be a little more savvy in your marketing. You have a little more value in what you deliver, and obviously you got to do your best to kind of get them out of that funk, right? But also you got to find the other people that really haven't been affected. The problem where a consumer feels the pinch is when their paycheck doesn't keep pace with this. That's where the consumer feels the pinch, and that's when you see that, well, we can't do this because we have these commitments, and it just happens, because people, look at what they live on, and then they have to make some decisions, right? And then obviously this one doesn't help when the home value goes down. So the lesson really is that, this is always going to be a reality, whether we're in boom time or bust time. We never keep pace with inflation. So that reminds us, marketing and systems is so important. Anyway, if you want some additional help, check out our business system program, $11. There's a link on this page. Or if you're looking to generate more leads using the power of the internet, make sure you check out some of our web marketing services and things like that. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.